What do you think distinguishes a person who looks tired and losing ground at the age of 60 from someone who looks strong, fit, and full of energy at the same age? Genetics, money, or are they daily habits that we ignore? The story of Rocky Ingram breaks most stereotypes about age. At 60, he is not just in shape. He lives in a way that many do not live even at 30. And most importantly, his approach is not extreme methods, but a system of simple but precise solutions. In this video, you will learn exactly what actions allow him to preserve youth and strength, and which ones you can start using today so that in a few years, you won't recognize yourself in the mirror for the better. Rocky Ingram, at the age of 60, is in a shape that many young people can only dream of. But his main principle is not to kill yourself in the gym, but to train wisely. He's not chasing records or trying to prove anything to others. His goal is health and long-term results. This is a key thought that is often overlooked. The body needs to be developed, not worn out. One of the basics of his approach is a mandatory warm-up, and this is not a formality for 2 minutes, but a full-fledged preparation of the body for the load. It warms up the joints, activates the muscles, and gradually raises the pulse rate. Why is this important? Because it is the cold muscles that are most often injured. And an injury at the age of 20 is a pause, and at 60, it is already a serious setback. If you want to train for a long time, start treating the warm-up as an investment, not as a waste of time. Rocky relies on basic exercises in his workouts. Pull-ups, push-ups, and working with dumbbells are the basics that don't lose their relevance. Such movements involve several muscle groups at once and develop not only strength but also coordination. For example, pull-ups are not just about the back. It's about grip strength, body stability, and even shoulder joint health. If you can't pull up, use elastic bands. Rocky actively uses them and considers them one of the most underrated tools. Speaking of elastic bands, they allow you to train more gently for the joints, but at the same time keep the load on the muscles. This is especially important with age, when ligaments and joints require more careful treatment. Try replacing some of the exercises with rubber shock absorbers. You'll be surprised how effective and safe it is. Another important point is the combination of strength and cardio loads. Rocky is not limited to hardware only. He definitely adds cardio, walking, light jogging, or just active movement in the fresh air. It supports heart health, improves blood circulation, and accelerates recovery. And here's an important tip. Cardio doesn't have to be exhausting. Sometimes regular brisk walking for 30 to 40 minutes provides more benefits than an hour on a treadmill through strength. Rocky often trains outdoors, and this is also not accidental. Street training provides not only physical activity, but also psychological relief. Fresh air, natural light, and a change of scenery all reduce stress levels. And stress, as you know, is one of the main enemies of youth. If possible, move at least some of your workouts outside. But training is only half of the system. Recovery plays an equally important role. Rocky always gives the body time to rest. He understands that muscles do not grow during training, but after it. If you constantly feel tired, there is no progress, and your joints hurt. Perhaps the problem is not a lack of exercise, but a lack of recovery. Sleeping, pauses between workouts, and reducing intensity are all part of the progress. He also pays attention to the equipment. Gloves, a belt, and comfortable clothing are not about appearance, but about comfort and safety. When you're comfortable, you get less distracted and feel your body better. A belt, for example, can significantly reduce the load on the lower back during strength exercises. Don't ignore such details. They can keep you healthy for years to come. Nutrition deserves special attention. Rocky doesn't go on strict diets or stick to extremes. His approach is balance. The diet includes meat, eggs, and vegetables, sources of protein, fats, and trace elements. He doesn't overeat, but he doesn't starve either. And here's the key idea. Stability is more important than perfection. It's better to eat normally every day than perfectly once a week and then break down. A very interesting habit is water with lemon. He regularly monitors his hydration and often drinks just such water. It's not a magic drink, but it helps maintain water balance and stimulates digestion. It's also an easy way to make the water taste better so you can drink more. Try starting the day with a glass of water with lemon. This is a small action that sets the tone for the whole day. Another underestimated aspect of his approach is the ability to hear your body. Rocky does not train according to a strict plan if he feels tired or uncomfortable. It can reduce the load, replace the exercise, or make an extra day of rest. This is not a weakness, but a strategy that allows him to stay in the ranks for decades. Try asking yourself a simple question after each workout. Have I become stronger or am I just tired? And adjust the load based on the answer. It also avoids randomness. His workouts are not a random set of exercises, but a clear structure. Even if they are simple movements, he knows why he is doing each of them. This helps not only to progress physically, but also to keep motivated. If you want long-term results, stop training at random. Start understanding what exactly you are developing. And perhaps one of the most important principles is not to overdo it. Rocky always trains within his capabilities. He does not compare himself with others and does not try to jump over his head. This is especially important with age, when the cost of a mistake becomes higher. Progress must be gradual. If you have done a little more today than yesterday, it is already a victory. His philosophy is simple. It's better to exercise moderately but regularly than rarely but hard. It is the regularity that creates the result, not an ideal program, not an expensive gym, but the habit of moving every day. To sum up, the secret of Rocky Ingram's youthfulness is not one factor, but a system. Smart workouts, attention to detail, balanced nutrition, recovery, and discipline. And the good news is that all these principles are available to everyone. Start small, add a workout, increase the number of steps, review your diet, and drink more water. After a month, you will already feel the difference. Your body is a lifelong project, and how you will look and feel in 10, 20, or 30 years depends on what you are doing today. Friends, what do you think about this man? Write your opinion in the comments. If this video was useful to you, then please like it and share the link with those who might find it particularly useful.